All right. So if you guys are watching over on YouTube, hello, hello, hello. We kind of gone over a lot of the stuff already on the channel, but I figured we would just do a solid patch note rating while waiting for the servers to go up. As you can see, we're currently streaming on Twitch. Chat, say hi to YouTube. Don't bully them. But you guys can see the timer in the top left as to when the servers are scheduled to come back up. We'll see if that's when they actually come back up. But it looks like they released an article yesterday. For the update details, let's check it out. So we've got class updates. You can now level your characters to 45. New skills. They added a new skill for, of course, Force and Tector because you'll need it. Hello. You'll need it for using your compound text. So they're adding in Fomalgion, Branstion, and Zandion. I can't remember exactly how the terminology works for it, but you'll be able to use those as Force and Tector, which is why they're saying new skills, and they're the only ones who got new skills. Spice up your combat with new photon arts, now available for all weapon categories other than rods, taluses, and wands, because they all got compound techs, in case anyone was wondering about that. Compound techniques. You can now use multi-element techniques called compound techniques with rod, taluses, and wands. It gives us more details, of course, in the update information. Field updates we've got. So we got new ranks. We now have a rank 3 combat sector in the one place everyone farms when they're in Redum. We have the rank 2 version of Rennis Vieira, which is going to be 2020 or 2049 or higher, which I'm actually already almost at. I think I'm actually I think I'm high enough for this. I think I'm 26. I think I'm like 2059 or something like that. I'm already behind enough to do this. And then of course rank 2 of Dustle, so that's pretty dope. And then Red Devastators, which is 2114, which would just be when you hit 45. Basically, you're going to be pushing for doing that. Anything lower than that, you're not going to be useful. So it is what it is. New enemies. Take on a new type of enemy, the equalizing enemies. These are enemies that are going to be buffing other enemies. You want to take them down before taking down the other targets around. They talked about this. There are only some of these enemies included in these updates. There'll be more of them added in later, it looks like. Probably the ones that are in Redum are added in, and the ones in Ilio aren't. They show off the Kukurosiat weapons. These are... Hang on, hold on. Okay, the wording was weird for me. These are only some of the enemies added in this update, meaning there are more enemies added in, not that they're adding in more later. They use the same terminology for this, to say that the Kukurosiat sword and bow are not the only Kukurosiat weapons that are going to be added in. So, cool stuff here. They show off the sword and the bow. Bow actually looks pretty dope, to be honest. And they talked about this in the new content that we're going to be having coming up. If you haven't seen the most recent video that I posted on the channel, we went over the stuff on the... I can't remember the name of this. All of a sudden, that was part of the headline. And the headline explained that we'll have a new mission type that we're going to be doing, and the Kukurosiat weapons are going to have a buff in that mission type. So these will likely be the strongest weapons in that new mission type. You should check out the video. I talk a little bit more about it there. Or, of course, come over to the stream. I'm more than happy to answer those sorts of questions here too. New AC scratch. Man, I can't wait to get this hoodie. This is going to be super dope. It shows off the Type 1 and Type 2 humanoid. We have Fluffy Rabbit, so a full-on rabbit onesie for Type 2, and then Type 2 and 2 are Type 1 military-esque outfits and some cast parts. Someone was saying these look kind of like bug cast parts. I didn't actually see it until they said it, but like I see it now looking at these at the Type 2 head. It's kind of weird looking. Actually, you can see it a little closer here. So yeah, I sort of see it. Nothing too crazy there. System updates, new augments. Actually, I wonder what new augments they're referring to. We're gonna have to see when the servers go up. Potential, get a leg up in combat sectors, or in combat with new potentials. They're probably talking about the Kukurosiat weapons, to be honest, so let's see how that goes. And then quests. Dread enemies will now appear even when players are near the spawn points. Good. See, chat, this is why I fight with you. YouTube chat, you guys, YouTube comments don't get to hear about this, but see, Twitch chat was like, streamer, the dread's not spawning because you're near the spawn points. That's how it's always worked. And then I immediately respond with, no, chat, it has not always worked that way. I have literally had dread spawn on top of my head beforehand. Didn't work that way. Like, no, you have to move away. That's how it's always worked. They talked about this during the headline. That is not how it always worked. They changed it for an update. Thank you. Moving on. Changes have been made to the password matchmaking settings. For a screen for urgent and battle dia, you can now change the matchmaking word from the quest acceptance menu during password matchmaking. Dope. So I think this means basically we can turn off passwords. The join password party settings will no longer apply to urgent quests and battle dia matchmaking following this update. Okay, cool. So some level 1 and up dolls will drop new items. Yes, it's the Kukurosiat weapons basically. Campaign boosters are now listed under current effects in character info. Helpful. Menu, the value or the default value for camera lighting has been changed from 100 to, or from 0 to 100 in custom lighting settings under. Okay, not really caring too much about that. It's just changing some light settings that are set in custom lighting, so whatever. Task specifications for battle power tasks have changed so that the task can be completed as soon as the requirements are met, even without opening the main menu. Specifications for battle power tasks have changed so that the task can be completed as soon as the requirements are met, without opening the main menu. Okay, so basically real-time updating as soon as you reach the amount of battle power that's needed to complete a task. Dope. You can now sort tasks with the prioritize unaccepted task feature in the task list from NPCs you have access to. Along with this, the default sorting will now prioritize unaccepted tasks of the default sorting. Basically meaning anything you haven't already accepted is going to move to the top, and it's defaulted that way. And you also have the option of changing it from something else and changing it to this if you'd like to. Dope. Now, this does not apply to the tasks list accessible from the main menu. It shouldn't need to. I mean, when would you ever see unaccepted tasks in the main menu? It's kind of weird, but good to specify, I suppose. Let's see. NPC Ronald Dean will now have gold-colored overhead icon when she has a task for you. Good. The interval at which you can reaccept completed side tasks from Leah May is now as follows. Wait, hold on. They changed them from every week to every day? Wait, what? Isn't Leah May the weekly, like, EXP chick? Excuse me? So before every Tuesday, now every day 8 a.m. I think they just made it from weeklies to dailies. So leveling has become substantially easier. So the funny thing is they said that they addressed it with the change of making it so you can level your subclasses easier, but they didn't mention this, so that's dope. Party commands. You can now form parties via invite to party even after quest. Thank God. Oh my God, this is so important. We can now form up parties inside an urgent quest if you go in randomly with other people and like actually get a party together. That's so chef's kiss. Thank you. Fantastic. A recruiting party members option is now available in party commands under communications. You can set the objectives and conditions as well as add a comment to recruit party members. You can change a party that's recruiting from nearby characters or the main You can join a party that's recruiting from nearby characters or the character menu. Dope. No more say chat spam, just join. I mean, people are still going to spam say chat because they don't read, but that's actually super, super dope. Let's see, the world map. Icons indicating the sector types have been added to Ryuker devices and sector info. Hang on. Icons indicating the sector types have been added to Ryuker devices and, oh, okay, I see what they're saying. It takes me a second sometimes for it to like register in my brain. Also, you guys cannot see chat in the top right-hand corner because the screen we're looking at is white, unfortunately. Can I zoom in on this a little bit? I can zoom in on this so it's easier to see. There we go. Okay. Let's see. Specifications for waypoints you can set on the world map have changed as follows. New waypoint icons have been added to the map. You can now choose an icon from 16 icons designed to place up to 50 icons per region. You can include notes of up to 15 characters. They updated the map so you can actually use it better now. Holy shit. Has this been mentioned before? I feel like this has not been mentioned before. I feel like I would have seen this. These are some pretty major changes. Room matchmaking. Specification for room matchmaking settings have changed as follows. The name is now room keyword photo room / settings. I'm sorry. The name is now room keyword / photo room settings. Okay. A checkbox to set the maximum number of participants is now available. You can lock it to a certain number of people. That's sick. You can set the maximum number of participants from 1 to 32 players while creating a room with a room keyword. Nice. The salon. NGS spec items are compatible with 2 color changes. Okay, we saw this. Basically, they're going to make it so you can now see the color changes on the thumbnails in the salon, which is dope. The sliders and advanced settings under accessory customization are now grayed out for accessories that cannot be resized or rotated. Sick. Face options and innerwear settings are now available under ornament display settings. Yes, basically. Wait, face options and innerwear settings are now available under ornament display settings. Oh, they moved it. Okay. An option to hide innerwear is now available under ornament settings. And just to clarify, you can now show your innerwear with base wear and set wear that hid innerwear prior to this update. Along with this change, innerwear that was hidden before will temporarily be shown. If you would like to have your character look the same as before, please change the setting to hide it in the salon. basically giving the ability to turn off innerwear that you don't want to work with certain baseware. It's not going to be available for all baseware, by the way. Some baseware that just needs innerwear, it's going to still have innerwear. Though I think this is going to cause some pretty crazy booba characters. I think my innerwear was ever hidden on male. It depends on the outfit. Some basewares hide innerwears. You guys just got to witness my verbal dyslexia all in like full force there for a second. I was thinking faster than I could talk. You can now choose your race, body type, and base character all at once with the select base character function. You can access this by going to normal character editing during character creation. The following basewares are now available by default in the character creation at the salon. Okay, cool. And they added new basewares in by default. Dope. Lookbook. Get SG when you like a lookbook. Okay. You receive 1 SG per like for up to 5 per day. Premium set users receive 2 SG for 10 today. Okay, I feel like a lot of these things weren't adjustments to hairstyles are now saved in looks. Sick. Add a new function to the mag jukebox allows you. Okay, this is playlist. We knew about this. Material selection. They added the thing that people asked for. This is great. Material selection screen now displays items across your inventory and storage. Please note that temporary storage, temporary drop storage, temporary quest storage, and OP team storage are not included. Extended storage can only be viewed from favorite storage. Fair. Specifications have been made to change. The attack value comparison is no longer displayed in the item lab, making the material selection. Hang on. Specifications have been changed so that the attack value comparison is no longer displayed in the item lab when making a material item selection for a multi-weapon. Someone's gonna have to explain that one to me. I probably read it weird. Find new items in the augment capsule lineup under the exchange. Okay, we'll have to see what's there. Apparently there's new shit. Personal shop. The following specifications have been made to product search. A search 6 box is now available for augment and preset skills changes. Okay. Basically more search functions. A multiple categories option is now available under subcategories when a weapon camo is selected under the category settings. That makes looking for camos so much easier, thank God. Exchange shops, talking about the experience rates are going to be added in here. The height of the window has been changed to make the contents of the target item list during the confirmation change. Okay. Adjusting the window so it's more visible. The target item list now categorizes according to exchange patterns. Cool. Items. A confirmation window will now pop up when unlocking an item in the menu. Thumbnails for the following equipment now indicate provide increased experience when used such. Okay, so they're changing the thumbnails for all of these, which is dope. Following items are now rarity 4 stars. They changed the triggers into 4-star rarities. Streamer mode is now a thing. What else? Options and rarity settings for item drop animations under controls. You can now designate the item category between weapons and armors. Okay, so this is changing the drop rate stuff that's popping up. You now limit your stamp display. Yep, talked about that too. The message custom lights will be prioritized when active. Now is now included in the detail under camera light. Okay, so this is just adding some stuff to options. Nothing crazy there. ILO now has blocks for beginners. Interesting. Accounts with the beginner icon will be assigned into the beginner block with priority when logging into ILO. Additionally, quest matchmaking will be done between beginners only. I don't know if that's a good thing, but that's interesting. So beginners have their own block and they actually will have beginner priority into their own urgents. Huh, okay. Other spec changes. Oh wait, hold, we have... Wait, are these... The balance adjustments are taking place... Oh yeah, that's coming up. That's also today. We went over the balance adjustments already. That's in another video, guys. You guys can check that out. Chat, keep an eye on the servers, by the way. It's supposed to go up in another minute. Let's see. Spec changes. You can now display region and city maps by pressing and holding a key bound in the quick menu on your gamepad for the PC version. Nice. Some of the data that usually loads up in login now loads during the loading screen. Okay, so changing some loading stuff. Inventory or storage selection preferences will now save for the item lab, personal shop, and item exchange shop. You can now include augments in your search when checking market for preset skills. Following this change, the menu option name has been changed to check augment/preset skill market prices. Dope. You will now get another notification if your temporary drop storage is full or almost full upon block transfer, room transfer, when making other similar movements. So reminders when your temporary storage is full. Nice. The message that appears when you acquire login stamp now displays only in the chat log. Thank you, God. You can now remove all weapon camos at once. What? That, I mean, I can't say that I've ever had this problem, but that, like, if you ever need to, I can see how that'd be annoying to have to remove them individually. Skill trees now show SP0 when skill points required to learn a skill is 0. Okay. The icons for rewards in the task list have been changed. The display timing for guide at the top of the screen has been changed for some shops. We already went over balance adjustments. Quests. Battle power witch damage reduction due to players' enemy level difference disabled has been adjusted for level 44 enemies. Dope. Expanded the lock on range when mobile cannon is equipped. Lower the sound effect volume for other players. Okay, thank you, God. Decrease the difficulty for collecting Blastal sign and the trials. Okay, I think this is like getting the sign items when you're doing the what is it called? When you're doing, well, I can't think of the name of the mission. Tower defense mission, whatever it's called. Mining defense, there you go. Endurance stats for boss enemies will be reduced in some areas, and the level of gigantic celebrities will be raised to 94 or to 49. The equipment requirements for the following weapons will be changed to 15. Oh, Tempesta and Lumiere series will be 15 instead of being 20. Okay, dope. This is pretty good. All right, guys. Well, I'm very, very happy with the updates. I think we're gonna go ahead and end it here. If you guys are watching over YouTube, again, thanks for watching all the way to the end of the video. If you have any other questions, anything else you're excited for, feel free to toss in the comments below. Like the video if you enjoyed it, subscribe if you want to keep up with more, and I will see you guys in the next video. Take care. Peace out.